lot of people are losing touch with who they are because of societal pressure or external pressure. And if you don't have a lot of confidence or assertiveness, it's very easy to be moldable or to be persuaded. So this is where like the big people pleasing comes in. You're constantly prioritizing other people's expectations over what you actually want or need. You don't have that assertiveness to go, well, I appreciate the offer, but not my jam. Right? I really want to make friends, but I can see that you're doing things and involving yourself in things that I just don't really align with. So I'm just going to say no and hope that the right friends come along. Like there's a difference. And that like the seeking approval, you're letting that validation from others define your worth. Like if you're someone that has so much self-doubt and you just feel lost with yourself, which is, it can feel normal in your early 20s, by the way, can feel very normal because you're just experiencing so much more. Like you're in high school or maybe not in your 20s, but like you're officially an adult and you've come from having all of this guidance. You have structure in your home, you have structure in school. And now it's almost like be free, go into adulthood and you're fucking stumbling around like, what do you mean I got to make decisions for myself? I have to call the doctor myself now? Like my mum's not going to make my appointments? What do you mean I can't be on my mum's fucking Medicare card? Big decisions for a big girl, right? But seeking that approval and people pleasing comes from not knowing who you are and being assertive in those decisions. Like that feeling and that security of I've got this. I'm someone that has got this. Versus sheer fucking panic. What am I doing with my life? Who am I? And you just spiral. Roles and labels are a really big one as well. We tend to become really attached to a role or a title. That can be like a job position, a relationship status. Like how many of you have been really proud in the workplace, in the role that you're currently in or were in? You were doing fucking well. You are really proud when someone says, what do you do for work? You're like, this is what I do. I love my job. You wake up every morning with purpose, and then you're made redundant or you're fired. If your identity is wrapped up in a job role and it's taken away from you, do you have the ability to go, that's okay, I value myself enough, I'll get the next one. It's not tied up in that specific role? Or does your whole fucking world crumble because that identity is taken away from you? That's why it's really important to have purpose or identity outside of something that you attach yourself to. Relationships, for example, huge. I know so many people that have been in really long-term relationships and they become accustomed to not necessarily relying on the other person, but you know what it's like when you share your life with someone. It's different than being on your own and independent. So if your whole identity is girlfriend or I'm a partner, I'm in a relationship, and then you guys break up, especially if it comes out of nowhere, it's like, I don't actually know who I am on my own. Like single version of Jade is different to in a relationship. Like you just look at the world so differently. And that's because your identity shifts. It changes. Who are you without that status? And like I mentioned before, this comes really big and impactful for mums. Even if you've been dying to be a mum your whole life, but you're not known as anything outside of motherhood. Like, who am I? I'm just a mum, but who are you outside of that? Do you have purpose outside of that, right? This is where people can feel that disconnect or that shift in identity.